Hello Wanderers and welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Clan Stjarna, and as you will remember in the last episode, the Emperor had died and a new young Emperor was crowned. Indeed, Basileus Prokopios, the young boy of 7 years of age who does not have the mental faculties needed to rule the Empire. Indeed, there are those who would be much better placed, including the Emperor's aunt, Martha, who just so happens to be married to our son. But that is something that we will need to be considering as the Empire's future is now in doubt. Indeed, we think that Martha would be better on the throne, but there are others who believe that Zacharias, son of the former emperor's brother, Prince Arsenios, would be better suited. Obviously, them thinking that a man on the throne would be better off, but clearly Princess Martha would be the obvious choice. She is just, she is brave, she's vengeful, she's got the skills, whereas Zacharias, sure, he might be a charismatic type of person and ambitious, but he's a drunkard. You can't really trust a drunkard. We should know that. We are a drunkard, and you can't really trust us. So, to that end, we will need to consider what to do now. Unfortunately, it looks like we are not getting a lot of support for Princess Martha, whereas obviously Zacharias has plenty of support, and it doesn't seem like we're going to have an opportunity to deal with him. We could try to murder him, but very, very low chances right now. So we're not going to probably bother with that. We did see a dissolution faction up here, actually. Interestingly enough, we won't be helping that, but we'll have to see what's going to happen. They can send an ultimatum in 1 month. Will the young emperor accept, or will a civil war happen? If a civil war happens, which is probably what we want, it will weaken the empire and we'll have a better chance to get our Princess Martha on the throne. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens here with that ultimatum once they issue it to the emperor and his court. Obviously, he's being ruled by a regent, and so that will ultimately be where that is decided. We are going to be saving up some money because my plan is, even if we can't get a lot of support, that we could go in and just hire a mercenary army. If we have enough money, we could hire a mercenary army and win the war like that. Okay, so the faction demands, the ultimatum was accepted, and now Basileus Zacharias is on the throne. Now, he doesn't have as many troops, interestingly enough. Create a claimant faction. Let's see what people think of Martha now. Let's start that claimant faction. Let's see kind of what, members. Okay, people generally like this new emperor, so that is unfortunate. What if he were to die? Ooh, people, he's the scheme on him. We can invite 5. Can be convinced. Okay. All right, I think we've got a shot at murdering the emperor. Bribe, yeah. Alright, so we're going to spend our money on some bribes here. Oof, we're going to spend a lot of money on bribes, potentially. Bribe. I mean, needs must. Now we're going to pay for the ones that are going to give us the best here. If we can kill the emperor, it will put his young, very, very young daughter, 3-year-old daughter, in charge. 22%. Still not great. Only we could get his spy master on our side. That would be ideal. Could pay homage to the new liege. I don't know if we want to do that just yet. I mean, obviously we want to pretend that we are loyal as long as we can, but ideally we're going to simply murder the emperor here and now. Could continue to invite some more guests. Oh, he doesn't require much money, luckily. Get him on board. What about you? Yeah, okay, we can probably afford you. And there we go. So we spent all of our money pretty much, but 66% chance now. Now if we can potentially get maybe 1 or 2 more agents, that would be ideal. Let's put our spy master to support schemes. That's gonna boost us up. 76% chance, perfect. I'll take a 3 and 4 chance of being successful here. Still got that dissolution faction. Nobody really wants to go against the Emperor now, but if it is just his daughter, I think that we'll have a much better chance. I guess we should go and pay homage. We don't want anybody to think that we are not loyal. We are ushered into the basileus' great hall. We take our knee, we give our oaths. He bids us to arise and confirms his satisfaction as we expect. Excellent. So he suspects nothing of us for now. Ooh, 92% chance. Very good. So I'm going to let some time pass until the scheme is almost nearly done. And if anything happens in the meantime, then that will... Obviously, we will pause and go back to that. Well, here, scheme infiltrators. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Iconion. This is for our swaying scheme. I'm not going to spend money on this. We need to save our money. 90% chance. Ooh, and look here, we can get avaricious. What does avaricious give us? Well, let us take a look here. That's going to give us more stewardship and our holding taxes by 15%. So that's going to be a nice little boost here to our money. My agent Pane approaches me with a bunch of parchment clutched in his hands. I found old architectural sketches of the basileus' castle. They might be outdated, but look here. That looks like a tunnel we can... Ooh, yeah, so we can... You gain nooks and crannies, hostile scheme resistance. No, let's speed up the scheme here because we can't really dawdle around. Oh, we can invite one more. Who could that be? Let's see here. Oh, a guest. Don't need to pay her that much. Let's bring her on. Wherever I go, Stefania, the daughter of Count Theodore of Constanza, is sure to follow. That look in her eyes, the words on her lips. I know exactly what she is after. Yeah, I'm not really... I'm tired of these. Leave me alone, all of you. There we go, 95% chance. Excellent. The man in charge of cleaning the clothes for the basileus is brought to me. No one will notice him tampering with their clothes, or if something distracting for the guards could be planted. What would you have of me? We could cut holes in the clothes, spend our money. Indeed, I want you to grind those rose hips are really fun. We'll spend that money. And there we go. My agents have acquired a discreet powder which leaves no trace when dissolved in drink. The servants responsible for refilling the handling of Basileus Zacharias' cup have been bribed to look the other way, and all that remains is my approval to smuggle the poison into his next drink. A toast to the Basileus' health. 95% chance. Let us do it. Basileus Zacharias is dead, killed by the wine he loved so much. My agent slipped the poison into his goblet and watched it dissolve without a trace. Only when his throat swelled shut did he realize something was wrong, but by then it was far too late. Fortunately, my agent slipped out well before the effects of the poison revealed that something was afoot. The Basileus is dead. Long live Basilisa Epiphania. Long live indeed. Now, is anybody going to... Oh, look at this dissolution package. It's actually getting like a little bit of power. That's interesting. I'd love to get some people here into our own faction. Yeah, look. Okay, people really don't like this child empress. Can we get some people backing our claim here? I would love to have a little bit of assistance here. Like, lots of factions are going up against them here. But nobody's backing Martha. She would obviously be the better choice. Liberty faction. I mean, I'm fine if a few of these things fire and some civil wars start. Somebody wants to install Simakos. Oh my god, look at this man, a coward. Can we murder you? Possibly. Come on, why will they not join? It's probably because she is a woman. And that is unfortunate. Yeah, look at these. A lot of people going to back this guy here. Well, hopefully a civil war will spark. That would be just the ideal situation. I don't think we could win the war. I mean, maybe if we had our mercenary army. But I don't know. We're going to need a lot more money. Obviously, we spent a lot of money murdering the previous emperor. I mean, we're still in a better position here. Plotting, backstabbing. There's no guarantee that we're going to be able to succeed in our plan, but we're going to try. We are going to try our best. That is for sure. We're going to just keep an eye on this. So they're going to send that ultimatum. Huge percentage chance here. Sway Greek culture. The Greeks are good people. Indeed, they are good people. Are they going to put this coward on the throne? I mean, potentially. Potentially they will. We need a new chancellor. Vionmir died. Count Styrkar Refir's son. Ah, he would be a good choice. Oh, but the mayor here. Excellent. Very good. Can we find secrets on anybody useful? Obviously, ideal situation. And look at this council here. It's just, everybody here is just terrible. We would obviously be a much better choice for the council, but, you know, we don't get to make that decision. At war, yes. Perfect. Perfect. So let us take a look here. Oh yeah, like half the empire going up against her. So she's down to 7,000 troops. The fight's going to be pretty long and hard. Now, is there a chance that we could press our demands as well? 48%. Now, if we could get those mercenaries. Well, what about our allies? How many allies do we have? And can we get more? We've got an alliance with the Duke Simeon. Duke Simeon's got a lot of troops. We do have an alliance here with the Duke of Anatolikon. He's already fighting in the war. Can we get some more alliances? Who do we have here? Children, can we get... What's the strongest alliance we can get with you? Vlach, a Spar kid. I think we've already got the alliance there. Melisenios, and that is... We can't get anybody within the empire. Ah, Prince Prokopios, though. Huh. Can we get a matrilineal marriage? No. Let's see. Styrmon? Are you part of, who's your liege? Yeah, you're part of our empire. You... Silesia. Okay, you've got some troops, Silesia. Polish? Not too far. Alright. Let's get that alliance there. I think we might actually be able to do this. I think with our allies and the current civil war, we might have a chance of this. So, you know what? We're gonna try it. We're gonna press our demands, and we are going to do our best to take advantage of this current civil war. Call in our allies. Let's bring them all in. Call to war. You cannot be called to war, but you can. There we go. And we're making quite a bit of money, so we might even be able to bring in some mercenaries pretty quickly. And there's the Empire's army, so actually once we get our allies in here from the Asperukids, we'll actually probably be able to take down the Emperor's army here, or the Empress's army here, pretty quickly. So let's meet them up here. And let's join in. Obviously, we have Phocas leading our forces here. And we're gonna go, perfect, army's getting close. All right, let's go in. Here we go, you guys. So first battle against the Empress's forces here, and let's see how things go. Once our allies get in, I think we're gonna have a huge advantage here. Boom, yeah, we're gonna totally take down their forces. No problem. Lively livestock. I think, is there any way we can get some money here? Yeah, we need the money. We need the money to afford some mercenaries. Let's get the best mercenaries we can afford. We'll wait a little bit longer and then we'll grab the one of these bands here. This is slightly more expensive. And then what we have to do, we just have to go straight for the capital here. That's going to be our only shot, is taking, if we can capture the Empress while she's in the capital, we will be successful here. Taking advantage of the civil war as best we can. So let's bring our forces over to Constantinople. Obviously, it's going to be incredibly difficult to siege Constantinople down, but we should be able to, you know what, let's just bring in the Serbian band. They're a little bit cheaper, but they give us 800 troops. So yeah, we'll send our troops in. We'll lose a little bit here, just in attrition, but that's fine. This is basically our only chance, is sieging down Constantinople, capturing the Empress. Well, actually, we've already got 50%. That one battle was a huge 50%. If we can actually capture Constantinople, we might actually just get the war score right from that. During the battle, nothing major in terms of deaths among the commanders, but yeah, here we go. All right, let's speed up some time. And let's get our forces gathered up in here. As many as we can. And then we shall... Alright, we're not going to waste any more time looking for secrets. Let's gather up our forces. Alright, how long is this going to take? Probably forever. So as the siege continues, I think what we're going to want to do is potentially go and attack the Empress's army here, because if we can defeat them in battle, that's going to prevent the enemy forces from doing so themselves, the other Civil War opponents. And if they defeat the Empress's army, they're for sure going to 100% her. So I think our best bet here is to just go and, well, we could chase them off. That's fine. I'm actually fine if they get chased off. As long as they don't get close to these enemy armies here, then we should be okay. But let's continue the siege here. We gotta siege down Constantinople before the enemy gets them at 100%. Oh, and we get some more money. We could get some more mercenaries. Will they get here in time? I don't know. Let's hire a band. Some archers, that's fine. Can you take boats and get here faster? I'm feeling the tension here because like they're so close, but like we are almost here. They're gonna, it's gonna be so close. 4 months left. I think, they went down. Because of this. Okay, here. Jeez, sorry if this is like chaotic, because there's just so much going on. All these different factions and stuff. That other faction popping here just decreased the war score of the other faction, I'm pretty sure. Which is a huge boost for us because it gives us this extra little bit of time we need, these extra few months to finish the siege of Constantinople. That is incredibly lucky. 3 more months, 59 days, a few more days left. And we can potentially, I think we might get this. Oh man, this is so close. It's basically a race here. The Empress wants our daughter, and we must decline, Empress. I mean, I'm not sending my daughter to your court while we're sieging it down. It wouldn't be far to go, but okay. You can tell it, you can probably hear it in my voice that I'm just like, I'm very caught up in this. 1 day left. Is this going to be enough to 100%? Yes! And we took the Empress hostage. That was so close, you guys. I just need to pause for a second. Because look, think about how these guys would have won for sure. If that other faction hadn't popped, that rebel faction, they were at 94% or something like that. And they easily would have captured it here in a few of these. But somehow we managed to win the siege of Constantinople. And if you hold Constantinople, then you hold the empire. We shall enforce our demands. Princess Martha of the Byzantine Empire gets the Byzantine Empire, gets the county of Byzantium. All these people become her vassals. The civil war is probably going to end. And look at that. Guess who the new basileus is, technically. Basileus Theodoros Kolbeinson of House Eirikr of the Clan Stjarna. And now, the heir to the empire, Prince Euthasios, a Stjarna. That was intense. That was all over the place because I was just so caught up. I was not like paying attention to anything except how fast that siege was ticking down. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. Let us pay homage. Indeed, we will pay homage, and we are going to give the Empress gold. The servants usher me into Basileus' Martha's great hall in Constantinople, where she sits her throne waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lady and pledge the many oaths of homage as her scribes record the event. My attendants then follow, presenting my rich gifts to the Basilisa before the assembled court. Martha bids me to arise and confirms her satisfaction, along with the rights to the lands I rule in her stead. The price of fealty. There we go. And so it is done. Look at that. And we can demand payment from her. We could get all that money back. We're not going to right now. She owes us a favor. She probably needs to give us a seat on the council, at the very least. Let's see who she puts up on there. Liege's council. She hasn't filled it yet. We're not going to petition for it unless we need to. Let's see, who's she going to put on the council? Basileus Theodoros. I think he needs a little bit of a new wardrobe, don't you think? I'm going to do that real quick and then we'll pop back in and show you how he looks. So here you can see the new emperor. Oh, essentially the prince consort, at least, at the very least, in all his glory. That is our son, and that is going to put our line in next in line for the throne of the emperor. I'm just stumbling over my words. I'm so caught up in all of that. Well, look at this. We accomplished it. That was tight. That was extremely tight. But the Basilisa is probably powerful enough to hold the empire for herself. And with that, as things kind of begin to wind down in the empire, stability coming to it, I mean, we have really accomplished everything that we could possibly have hoped for in our lifetime. Indeed, and Princess Martha here, or Empress Martha, is putting us in the position of the steward of the empire. Of course she is. We can also do a petition if we wanted to, maybe to get some more subjects here and resettle some subjects from Constantinople in our lands? She says, absolutely, of course. Why wouldn't she? She is indebted to us for putting her on the throne. So, to that end, we're going to let a little time pass here and just let the Empire settle down for a little bit of time. And so it is done. Jarl Kolbane of Moesia has abandoned his immortal coil at 68 years of age. He drank himself to death. An old man, he lived a long, fulfilling life. Basileus Theodoros ascends to the throne, having mastered many skills. He is sure to be admired by his subjects. Let us take a moment here to mourn the death of Kolbane, Jarl Kolbane of Moesia. He started out in a very precarious position, his father being a traitor to the Emperor, and then he himself giving up his father to the Emperor in exchange to keep the lands of our people. And over time, over many decades of work in the shadows and putting coin in the right hands, building up our army, building alliances, developing a base in which we could earn power within the Empire and influence within the Empire, we made friends with the Emperor, and through that got our son a marriage with Princess Martha. After that, it was just a matter of time before our schemes finally got put into play. We took advantage of the civil war, sieging down Constantinople, capturing the Basilisa, putting the new empress on the throne. And as you can see, now that we are playing as Basileus Theodoros, we are the husband to the empress, and our son, Eustathios, will indeed be the one who shall take the throne. But we will not be continuing that in this episode. Indeed, that is the end of this season of the Stjarna clan playthrough. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.